Very good morning and welcome to Kowloon Cricket Club for the KCC Morning League Grade 1 match. Aaron Bush with you. It is Royal Avengers up against HSBC. HSBC winning the toss, electing to have a bat. So the captain, Shihan Wijatunga, and Yasin Buttapola heading out to the middle to bat. Shihan will be on strike. And it's going to be Bhargav to bowl first here for the Royal Avengers. Overcast conditions, early rain, nothing around at the moment. It was about 5 a.m. it rained around this neighbourhood. All Avengers playing last week. I'll have to pull up the KCC Match Centre to remind myself of the result of that one. Of course, the KCC Match Centre, and just put those words into Google and it'll pop straight up, give you all the results. I do remember from looking last night that Shihan Wijatunga's fourth on the batting list at the moment with 150 plus runs. Gets one down leg side to start with. Doesn't miss out on this one though, Shihan. Goes back with a square on the 45 and goes large down to the boundary cafe for a 6. Get the runs on the board to start with from the bat for HSBC. One legal delivery in, and we've already lost the first ball of the morning. So that one was really, really big. It's going up towards the clock tower. Will be a bit of a slow outfield with that early morning rain, but Shihan managing to avoid all of that, just go up and over the top of everything. While that was going on, I was off to the KCC Match Centre. I know that HSBC is searching for their first win. 3 games, 3 losses so far. Starting to have some relegation issues for HSBC. Out appeal, but denied by umpire Akash Yadav. Royal Avengers play 2, 1-1, lost 1. This one not going all the way, keeping along the ground a bit for a 4. Talking about the stats in the Match Centre. Going into today's game, Shihan Wijatunga 157, averaging 52.33. He's already into double figures. We're only half an over in. Oh, he's whipped that one off the pads as well. That's going for a maximum. Clears the covers out through forward cover point. 16 of 4 deliveries for Shihan. 17 on the board for HSBC. Bhargav not really sure where to bowl these ones at the moment. These two in the beginning for HSBC. They've put on good partnerships. Yasin Buttapola and Shihan Wijatunga. The rest of the batting hasn't supported them. That's the 3 losses, but they were against tough opposition. I'll run through the game results for both these teams shortly, but end of the Oval, we'll start running through the team lists for both teams today. A tip and run. Xian wants to retain strike and will. Gets the first non-boundary off the bat of the innings after 1. HSBC are 18, going at 18. The loss of no wicket. Royal Avengers side today out in the middle with the ball. Captain Mohammad Faisal, Sridhar Bhargav, the wicketkeeper Bhaskar Chatterjee, Saif Ullah, Murali Ganesan, Shahbaz Ali Mirza, George Prasanna, Sanjay Kashyap, Mukhtar Man, Virendra, Savani, and a late inclusion of Muhammad Ishtiaq, who isn't here yet, so Murali Ganesan to bowl over number 2 for the Royal Avengers. A new inclusion into the Avengers side today. Plays for Laguna Gully in the Saturday League. Didn't get all of that one. It's gone straight up in the air. It's probably going to cause rain. It's gone so far up. It's gone up and up and up and then through the hands. That's a life for Widzhatunga. Dropped on 17. It's one of those ones. It was up in the sky for a million minutes. It felt like. Probably felt like hours to the mid-on fielder who was standing underneath it. But Ganesan already causing an issue off his first delivery. Yasin faces his first delivery and finds a run off the first delivery. Good single to get through. Deep mid-wicket and fine leg, the 2 outside the circle for Widzhatunga. Xian almost getting his call up on Sunday for HSBC, but it was 12th man. Swatted again in the air, but it's very straight. It's going to split the gap between mid-on and mid-off. Slow outfield. And even with some fancy footwork, couldn't cut that one off. 4 runs. Chancing his arm. That was in the air for a long time, but it was nice and straight. Took both mid-on, mid-off out of play. If you're watching on live on KCC Morning League YouTube, you can jump in the comments as well. Say good morning wherever you're watching around the world. Batter Polar, they did put in a deep square leg, but that's coming back in and they prefer to have a long on. And he's whipped that off the toes through forward square. There's Widzhatunga again. Only 6 off 9. Almost a strike rate of 300. Super fine. And super fine result for Wijatunga. Losing count now. What's that? 4 4s and 2 6s. Now he's got a strike rate of 300. 30 off 10. One ball remaining. In the second. 18 off the first. 15 so far off the second. It's the tip and run, looking to retain the strike and safely through. Another big over, 16 coming from it after 2. HSBC 34 for the loss of no wicket. Wijatunga 31 off 11. Run through the HSBC side for today. Once I find it on my phone. Very good ball there from Bugger. Very rare dot. Yes, the captain, Shian Wijatunga for HSBC. Johan Buttapola. Number 2. Jayasimhan Narasimhan, the wicketkeeper today. Ravi Archan, Belan Ayadore, Vinod Saeed, Tarusha Mahawaduja, Morita Ratnaika, Tasira Jayasuriya, and Harsha Chintaka. Only the 10 at the moment, possibly an 11 coming later. Cuts away through cover this time. Haven't seen much going on the offside, but kept outside off to the left-hander and crunched. 5th ball for Shihan. He's faced 15 of the 16 deliveries so far. Got away in the air, backward a point this time. Back-to-back 4s after 3 dots in a row. This batting effort from Shihan Wijatunga is even getting applauses from broadcast director Mara Baloch to my left, applauding the boundaries. No dancing yet from Myra, just applause. Not cold enough at the moment for a dance. That's a very good delivery. Good comeback after a couple of boundaries. End of the over. As far as the Royal Avengers are concerned, it was a tidy one. Just the 2 boundaries, 8 runs coming from the third. HSBC halfway through the power play. Moving towards the half-century mark. They're 42 for the loss of no wicket. Didn't find the single at the end of the over there. So Johan Buttapola will get to face a second delivery. Morley Gunnison to continue. Oh, and bit of pace racing through chest height. Morley Gunnison, father of one of my favourite up-and-coming speedsters, Abhimanyu Gunnison. I can now see where he's got his pace from. Got it from Dad. Got one good ball, Johan, and then found that single. Faced 3 deliveries, back down the non-striker's end. Wijatunga on 39 on strike. Fireworks we've seen, just another easy single onto the leg side. They have the deep square leg in place and fine leg, the two outside the circle. Onto the hips, and the fine leg just mentioned will come into play. Head back to the match centre and run through the results for these two teams so far this year. Royal Avengers playing the first game of the season against the Sergeant Spartans. Got a very handy 58-run victory in that game. HSBC on 9th of October came up against the Sky Warriors Avengers. That one has been dispatched. How far? Not sure. I think it's gone up and over the training nets. Don't think it's made it all the way to Cox's Road Playground. But it will be in all that rolled up matting stuff behind the training nets. So this is going to be another delay while we either find a ball or send a new one out. In that result, HSBC versus Sky Warriors Avengers. The Sky Warriors won that one by 4 wickets. Then they played again on the 30th of October and went down to the Titans. Noticing a theme here. It looks like HSBC batted first. They went down by 6 wickets to the Titans, and then they played again on 28th of November where they didn't bat first, and they couldn't end up managing to chase down that total of 169, lost by 22 runs. And the Royal Avengers also played a game Friday, February 21st. It was like 5 months between their first and second games. They went down to the Sky Warrior Marbles. Marbles big winners there by 62 runs. It's going to be a tight battle. Saying how these two have been the backbone. The first game, HSBC against Sky Warriors Avengers, Shion Wijatunga and Johan Buttapola put on a 115-run partnership. But then it fell away. And it's been kind of the case this year for HSBC, where starts are there, but not a lot of support down the order. And, of course, if you can get Shihan early, HSBC can post a lower score. He's already been given a life. He was given a life. It's that 29 runs ago on 17. 46 off 19 now. One maximum, or 4 away from a half century. They're still searching for the ball. I'm just trying to fill in the gaps here because there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people over there, including the umpire, Akash Yadav, trying to find where Xi'an deposited that one. They couldn't, so they've just grabbed the second new ball. Third new ball. Started with 1, lost 2. And it was looking tidy. Dot and 3 singles, but then Xi'an again, as he does, manages to find a boundary. One ball left to the fourth. That's hit hard. Cannon deep square, cut it off. Put down. Bounces back in off the boot. Did good work. Gets back for 2. We'll finish off with that 2. That maximum brought up the half century for HSBC. Add 2 more, and after 4, they're 53 for the loss of no wicket. Going at 13.25. A very handy start for HSBC. Have a change in bowling. Mirza into the attack to replace Bhargav. See what Shabazz can do. Johan Botapola on strike. 3 off 4. Oh, he's going to find a boundary. Botapola not going to rotate the strike this time. He's going to punch it back of. It's a no ball as well, I think. I'm seeing a no ball signalled from square leg. Waiting. No, maybe not. Not seeing any signal from umpire Yadav. It up in the air, big top edge, flies away. The keeper, Chatterjee, Busker takes the catch, I should say, and that's the end of Johan Botapola. A 57-run partnership comes to an end. He did a fine job as a supporting role there, Botapola, but decided he wanted to try to go big on Shahbaz. Big top edge. Keeper taking a nice catch with the gloves on. And the change in bowling has worked for Royal Avengers. Brings the new batter out to the middle. New into the HSBC side as well. Wicket keeping today. Jayasimhan, Narasimhan. So it'll be a left-right combination now, just to mix things up in the field. Bowling with some pace here. Shahbaz Mirza. Ola gets a big, thick leading edge through gully, along the ground. No chance given. Gets off the mark. Rotates the strike back to the captain with 2 balls remaining in the 5th. Oh, he's whipped that away. Gone for a maximum. That's the way to bring up your half century. Shian Widjatunga take a bow. 54 of just 21 deliveries, 6 fours and 4 maximums, including that one, getting him up over the half century mark. He's got 54 of the 64 runs for HSBC today so far. Cut away on the offside. They've got protection at deep point. So finishes off the over. A successful one for the Royal Avengers, but also 12 runs coming from it. After 5, HSBC are 65 for 1, going at exactly 13 and over, 15 overs remaining. Sanjay Kashyap into the attack, and Shian's just tried to break the morning league stumps there. That came off the middle nice and hard. Couple of dots, but then back into the maximums. 61 runs, 24 in fours, 30 in maximums. So that's that, 54 of the 61 coming from boundaries. Owen wasn't far away from being a catch at backward square, but hit too hard, too well. Races away to the Boundary Cafe for 4. Aptly named Cafe. Don't know how they came up with that name. After 2 dots to start with, already into double figures for this over. 10 off it. 2 balls left. Good Yorker length. Tries to just push it through cover, extra cover. Shahbaz Mirza comes around, puts the right hand down and cuts it off. Narasimhan 1 off 2. Expect his job, even at number 3, for the time being, will be to push it around, find a single. They think, though, at the end of this, just one ball left, it's probably better just to dot this out. Xian wants a single, and they're going to have to take it now. Very close, but gets through in the end. So Narasimhan will retain strike. The power play done. 6 overs done. 14 remain. HSBC 78 for 1. Little edit on the score. So after the power play, HSBC is 77 for 1. Very handy. Still going at well over 12. 12.83. So after the power play, HSBC is 77 for 1. Very handy. Still going at well over. Shabazz to continue. Only successful bowler so far for all Avengers. 1 for 12 off 1, which is pretty much average, I think. Well, it is average. They're going at 12.83. If you can find some more wickets, get into the middle order of HSBC, get Avengers back into this game. Much average, I think. This average, they're going at 12.83. There's that quick, shorter one outside off. Another dot. A deep point. Deep third. There's somebody floating around on the leg side for Narasimhan. I'm not sure where, whether it's deep square or deep mid-wicket, hiding from me in the tents. There's a backward square on the 45, though. Keeps that to a dot. Somebody floating around leg side for Narasimhan. Deep square or deep mid-wicket, hiding from me in the tents. There's a backward square on the 45, though. Keeps that to a dot. Looks to try to get a bit of bat on that one. Does not. Signalled one over the shoulder by umpire Imran Arif. Taking over from umpire Yadav for the next 5 overs. Well, we took over it and a bit ago. Get through to the halfway mark. Bowler gets bat on ball this time, but he's chewed up 4 deliveries now. Now to Simon. Three off 7. Does get Wijatunga back on strike. He can find a boundary and then try to push for a single. Farm the strike as he did at the beginning. Can't beat extra cover on this time, so just a dot. Slowing down here. This could be easily the best over for Royal Avengers. Just the 1 run from it. Even a maximum at the end will keep it under double figures. Well, it is going to be a maximum at the end of the over. He goes for 6 down the leg side. Backward square on the 45. Hit almost up onto the windows of the members at KCC enjoying their breakfast at the Boundary Cafe. So end of the over. 7 coming from it. Wichatunga moves into the 70s. He's 72 off 29. HSBC 84 for 1. And tip and run single. Shabazz picks up well, but that's exactly what Narasimhan needed to do. Kashyap going for 12 in his first over as well. He's got a big thick edge on that one. No, he's missed it all, as did Baska. So 4 buys. The good news for Kashyap at least is it doesn't go on his figures. We got bad on that one though. Races away down to long off for 4. Gunnison at mid off. No chance of cutting that one off. Time beautifully. Nobody at long on or long off. $76 for Wichatunga. Oh, straight back, caught and bowled. He has to go. He is out for 76. Kashyap gets the massive wicket of Shia and Wichatunga. HSBC lose this on 93. A very good caught and bowled. That was hit hard, straight back to the bowler. I was about to mention that Wichatunga's top score this year in the KCC Morning League Grade 1 was 79. He's now got a 76 to go with that one. 93 for 2. A very good platform set for the middle order of HSBC. Is today the day they stand up? Ravi Archant coming out at number 4. 93 on the board. Sanjay Kashyap getting the big breakthrough. This has been a very good over, coming off a pretty tidy over from Shabazz. It's been 9 runs off this over, but 4 buys, not Kashyap's fault. And now he gets a crack at 2 fairly new batters. Narasimhan at the non-striker's end only faced the 8 deliveries. Ravi just facing his first one there. Hips off the hip, and we'll get off the mark with a single. End of the over, another successful one for the Royal Avengers. Their second successful over so far. 8 done. HSBC 94 for 2. Run rate just dropping under 12 now with 2 overs. Pretty tidy. Down to 11.75. Current run rate will get them to 235, but expected to slow down a bit with the big hitting Shian Wichatunga back in the dugout. Shabazz is going to continue into a 3rd over now. 1 for 19 off 2. Got up on him again. He's getting some good bounce here. Mirza, he getting it into the body this time. Well navigated by Narasimhan. Could have easily popped that one up to the forward square. Waiting. Keeper is confident, and rightly so. The finger goes up from Imran Arif, and that's the end of. Is that Ravi Archer out? And the wicket's starting to fall. Royal Avengers getting themselves back into this one now. Alan Ayadore coming out at number 5. Not yet at the halfway mark. Second wicket for Shabazz. Oh, quick and bounce again. Ayadore managing to navigate that one. Goes backward of square. If they were inside the circle, they're currently back on the rope. Mukhtar down there. He might have been a catching chance on that one as it popped up. Surprised Balan, but he gets down the non-striker's end. Jay Simon flicks that one out. Murali Gunnison tries to do some footwork to flick it up. Cuts it off. They'll get one. All right, can Shabazz finish this out? Been really, really tidy. Last time he tried, but Sheehan took him to the cleaners on the last ball. That's nicely driven from Balan. So far, he is looking tidy. Just the 3 singles so far. Dot ball and an LBW. Ken too quick. Trying to pull away on the leg side. Gets away with it. And it's the end of a very good over for the Royal Avengers. 3 runs and a wicket coming from the 9th. HSBC 97 for 3. Sanjay Kashyap to bowl a 3rd. Handy little bowling partnership going on between Kashyap and Mirza. 3 wickets between them. On the pads, hits backward of square. Bungab chasing that one down. Does get the foot down, so Mukhtar going to come around and assist. Hard with the wrists again, out to long off. Misfield, thoughts of a second. 100 up for HSBC with the single inside 10 overs. So the runs are coming nicely. 7 wickets in hand. 10.4 overs remaining. They're going to have to scamper here. Buggup in again. get through. Keep the runs ticking over. Boundaries have dried up, though. The last one was a 4 from Shihant before he was dismissed. That was very close to being run out as well as the bowler did his own fielding. Making some changes in the field. Narasimhan bringing long off in. Bringing deep mid-wicket in as well. Wiped in the air. Oh, Shabazz slipped as he ran in to try to get that one. He would have taken that one easily, but he's slipped on the wet outfield. So a chance goes begging. They take 2 to finish off the over. HSBC halfway through the innings, 105 for 3. Shahbaz Mirza missing out on getting a catch at the end of that over, but he's going to bowl out here. Maybe he can pick up a wicket to pay the team back. He's already got 2, though. 2 for 22 off 3. Oh, good job with the ball. He's got 6 balls left. And call early of 2, but I don't think it's there, but another misfield. They survived, just 1. Mid-wicket now floating for Narasimhan. Not in the circle, definitely not on the ropes. Closer to the circle, to be honest. He's helped that one nicely. Again, he's picked out Manj backward square on the 45. Mukhtar's brother, Uzi, was going to play today. Late withdrawal. As far as I'm aware, his replacement hasn't arrived yet. It's a late replacement. He might be late to the game. 10 players out there in the moment for Royal Avengers. They're doing a fine job. As are HSBC, keeping the runs ticking over. Three balls left for Shabazz. See if he can find another wicket. Oh, that's going to find the boundary as a tumbling Mukhtar cannot cut it off. Ayadore can sit there and watch this one on the big screen replay and KCC, which is where I'm watching it as well. The binoculars on. Nicely played. Oh, come down a long way there, Narasimhan, but a little fumble at backward point. Safely back. Dot ball. 1 ball left for Mirza. All the ones at the moment for HSBC. 111 for 3. 10.25. The run rate continues to come down as the boundaries are harder to find. Though that's going to help because it's a big full toss off the pads finish off the spell for Shahbaz Mirza. 10 runs coming from the 11th. HSBC 115 for 4, going at 10.45. Mirza has bowled out. And Kashyap's going to bowl out as well. See the bowling figures so far for the Royal Avengers. Here's the 4 bowlers. They'll need to bring a 5th in somewhere. Three overs, 1 for 26 for Kashyap. Played that nicely for a single. No boundaries for Narasimhan yet, but up to double figures and 10 off 16. Good job rotating the strike. Ayadore, 15 off 9. Found the boundary twice so far. Won't find the boundary there, though. Kashyap plays this out nice and tightly. 2 runs so far, 2 balls remaining in his spell. 1 for 28. 1, just a matter of bit of glove involved. In the attack, Royal Avengers. Good spell there from both Sanjay Kashyap and Shahbaz Mirza. Oh, feather edge, not far away from the glove. Full toss. Not going to carry out to Shahbaz a deep mid wicket. Only a singles as of late for HSBC. Run rate now under 10. Need to push up over to 150, 160. Even try to get up to 180. Post a tough score. Bit of bottom hand. Would have carried to anybody that was sitting at extra cover, but there's not. Only a deep. So another one. I do like what the Royal Avengers are doing with their long on and long off, though. They're floating. We've talked about that before on Morning League. Wants to guide that one. But the third inside the circle cuts it off. Tidy over to start with for the captain after 13. HSBC 122 for 3. George Prasanna into the attack. First time today. Hit hard out to deep mid-wicket. Mirza waiting, though. It's been roughly 3 overs now since the boundary's been found. It's been 2.5 overs of nothing but dots and singles. As Avengers not finding the wickets, but at least keeping the runs down. But this could go all the way. It's a tough spot. Long boundary. Very long. Well picked up out in the deep. Breaks the swing of dots and ones with a 2. Toe with the bat. Again, a short third. A bit of a misfield's going to allow a single. Every run getting applause from the HSBC dugout below us. Mine has beaten the keeper. 4 byes again. Second time today. More valuable runs for HSBC. Good comeback delivery. And he's got the edge, has he? After the 4 byes. Good catch from Busker. And that's the end of Narasimhan. Out for, I want to say 11. 14. And the 4th wicket falls for HSBC on 131. Right at the end of the 14th over. 6 overs remain. Minaj Saeed coming out at number 6, HSBC 131. They can go at 8 from here. They'll get to 179 with 6 wickets in hand. 6 overs remain. Can Avengers keep them down under 160? Talked about 3 games so far and how the HSBC middle order has been a little fragile. Can they come to the party today? They're putting lots of pressure on. Faisal's putting slip in for himself. as he bowls his second over. A full toss, hit nicely, work to do. Very quick in the outfield, both the ball and fielder. Good diving roll, cutting off, saving two. Oh, it's going to beat the field this time. Running some good runs here. One of the better overs. 7 runs coming from it. No extras. So after, well, still got one more left. Apologies. A 4, 2 and a 1 so far. It was all Bellard. So now, I'd say he gets to face his first delivery. And it's a wild swing and a miss to finish off the over 7 from it. 5 overs remain. HSBC 138 for 4. Single out to deep mid wicket. And it's going to help here for HSBC. They'll be able to swing a little bit harder in those final 3 or 4 overs. That's 4 runs. Beautifully played. No deep point in place. This is a good knock from Bellard Ayadore. 34 off 25. Not quite at the clip that Shihan Witatunga went at, but do. Since the 150 mark. 16. Long off and deep cover coming around to the scoreboard at the offside cow corner. Long deep extra cover. It's where our scoreboard is. Runs come. Fielding that was Murali Gunnison has put the foot down. It's popped up. Then he's had to slap it with the left hand. Slapped it forward, then ran across and picked it up and off. Deep extra cover out on the boundary. Deep extra cover out on the boundary. on the board for HSBC. That's going to be a good score for them. Put up a competitive score. Gunnison back into the attack. Opening bowler for Royal Avengers, along with Bagav. Cops some Sheehan stick early. 27 off his first two. Then he gets a chance to attack the middle order for HSBC. Another single. With Duggar on 2 off 2, just finding the singles where he can. Swing big this time. Been pretty tidy with the extras. You take out the 8 buys. Have a look at the... I don't see no... Probably more in buys. Oh, Tarusa winds up on that one, puts it down the throat. Down. Well, it's up. Took such a brilliant catch. This was a lot easier. Apologies for a big skip there because we're having some technical difficulties with the internets. This is up in the air, a chance of a catch. 2 hands to it. Almost pumped it from long off to long on, but goes down. Good little cameo right at the end between these two. Saeed and Tarusha. The toss, electing to bat. They batted well. Work to do for Shahbaz. Can't cut that off for more. Big over to finish it off here for HSBC. They got 1 ball left. Unlikely to get to the 200 mark. It's not but it's deep. That makes sense. Feel the breeze. Audio check 1, 2, 3, 4. Match summary on screen. Okay, let's hope for no technical difficulties in the second innings. Aaron Bush with you for the KCC Morning League Grade 1 match. Big score on the board by HSBC, 193. So Royal Avengers needing 194 for victory. The captain for HSBC did it with a bat. Now he's got ball in hand. Shihan Wijatunga out. In the middle for the Royal Avengers, Bhaskar Chatterjee on strike and Saif Ullah at the non-striker's end. Very wet in the air. It's not raining, but whether it's fog or what, it's moist. Here we go. First one too wide from Xi'an. First runs in the books for the Avengers. Talked about that first innings for KCC, from the KCC match centre for Royal Avengers. They were pretty tidy in the wides and no balls. And this time gets nice and straight. Tight offside field. It's 10 versus 10 today. So it's a 5-3 offside field. Piece of fielding. You get one. First runs off the bat for the Avengers. Saifullah. Pushes this one to mid-on. No run available there. Jayasiman Narasimhan with the gloves on, top of screen for HSBC today. Deep third and a wide-ish deep leg. Oh, it goes up in the air, clears the infield. It's not going to go all the way as it pitches. It had a fair bit of arc on it, but they will come back for a safe 2. End of the over. Just 4 runs coming from the first. Well, Avengers needing another 190 in 19. Jayasuriya to bowl over number 2 for HSBC. Bosco back on strike. Swinging hard into the body. Remember, HSBC, lots of runs early, then a quiet period, and then good late runs, getting them up to 193. Biggest score of the 2024-25 KCC Morning League Grade 1 score for HSBC. That's cut well, and a good diving effort at point. I get through for 1. That's chopped up nicely, just for the point, clears the infield boundary. First boundary in the books for the Royal Avengers today. Got plenty of that one. Going on the leg side this time, all the way from maximum. Big runs coming at the end of the second, 13 off it, as the Royal Avengers move to 17 for the loss of no wicket, needing another 177 at 8.5. Bye signalled. Another good over. Now into double figures again. 10 off it with one ball remaining. See Sheehan having to really dry the ball off. All that moisture in the air out there. That one's been smoked, heading towards the scoreboard. One bounce into the sheds for 4. No, did it go all the way? I think it was 4. Umpire Yadav was so impressed with it. He was about to put the hands up for 6, but it was a 4, so 14 runs coming from the third. Royal Avengers staying on pace. They're 31, needing another 163. Their current run rate above the run rate required. Jayasuriya bowls second. Chance goes begging. First ball of the over, then salt into the wound as Chatterjee picks up his first boundary. One chip and run, quick single, good running. Or a good opening partnership to start the game today for the HSBC. 57-run partnership between Batapola and Witatunga. These two in the middle for Royal Avengers doing a good job as well. Bring off the bat nicely for Saifullah. He'll only find one this time. Put protection down at long on for his big hitting. So got long on and deep mid wicket, the two outside the circle. Chatterjee now into double figures. Big appeal. Turned down by umpire Yadav. Finish off the over. 6 runs coming from it. Royal Avengers 37 for the loss of no wicket after 4. 2 overs left of the power play. Needing another 157 at 9.81. Change in bowling. Yeah, confirmation, but just waiting. I think it's Minaj Saeed into the attack. Boundary to start with. Minaj Saeed it is, and 4 runs to Sai Fuller. He's racing along 28 off 12. Saw that Xi'an was going at a strike rate of 300. At 250 at the moment for Sai Fuller. Good comeback ball from Minaj. Oh, cheeky. Inventive from Badaji. Had nothing on it. I like the theory, though. Short boundary towards the pavilion. Goes the ramp. Just didn't get any bat on it. Doesn't try it the second time. It goes big and misses it all. You miss, I hit, says Minaj Saeed. He gets the first wicket. Badaji departs. Chatterjee is out. And Minaj Saeed gets the wicket. Finish off the over. 5 done. Royal Avengers 42 for 1. Okay, Surya is going to continue as Sanjay Kashyap heads out to the middle, be at the non-striker's end to join Saifullah. 42-run partnership comes to an end. Bhaskar Chatterjee. Clean bowled. Dangerous man. Saifullah still out there for the Royal Avengers on 29. Guys, Surya is getting very close to that outside edge. Final over of the power play. 4 balls left. Now to spread the field a little further out to defend this big total, HSBC. Well, nobody there at the moment. 1 bounce. 2 bounces over the rope, straight into the side screen for 4. Overpitched this time from Jayasuriya, looking to find the stumps, and Saifullah says, thank you. I'm going to put that straight back over your head. Chiang Wijatunga, the captain, having to go fetch that one from down at the bowling club end. It's going to be back-to-back boundaries here as it races away through gully. Lost a first wicket. That brings up the 50. That for Saifullah and Royal Avengers, 50 for 1 in the power play. I'll give you a comparison at the end of the power play between Royal Avengers and HSBC. We know how blistering a start they had. She did slow down and keeping on track at the moment. Run rate just a run or so below the run rate required. Onto the pads. It's a good dot. 8 off the over so far. 1 ball left of the power play. Squared Saifullah up a bit there. Getting it off the thigh pad for a leg bye to finish off the over. 9 runs coming from it. Power play done. Royal Avengers 51 for 1. After the power play, HSBC was 77 for 1. So, fair way in front. We know it flatlines the worm a little bit when Sheehan departed, which was in the next few overs. Minhaj Saeed, he got a wicket with the final delivery of his first over, will continue. It should give, I was going to say they took the leg bye at the end, so Sanjay Kashyap is still at the non-striker's end, yet to face a ball. Power play done, so more heading out into the deep. They've got a deep point, deep mid-wicket, long off, or long on, more cow corner, long off going bang, and a deep third. And 5 in, 5 out for the HSBC. Now Sanjay gets to face a delivery after sitting down the non-striker's end for 7 balls. Gets one to get all the way through. Got hit for a 4 off his first delivery, but since then, Saeed has been brilliant. Dot 1, dot, dot, wicket 1, dot. Wasn't far away from a second wicket there either. Just popped up over the top of the bowler's head. And gives him a bit of chin music. He's going to walk. He must have got a further on it because he's off and Kashyap's out for a duck. The second wicket falls. They're both from the bowling of Minhaj Saeed. And the Avengers 52 for 2. Good sportsmanship there, shown by Kashyap. He knew he'd got an edge on it. And he was walking before the finger went up. Saeed is bowling beautifully. Virendra Savani out to the crease at number 4. He almost got another one. So close. This is a very good spell. 2 for 6. Remember, he went for 4 off his first delivery. So the next 10, he's got 2 for 2. Decides to charge, and he might get a 4 off the end of this over. No, Shihan chasing it down. Saves 2. Another successful over for HSBC. 3 runs coming from it and a wicket. After 7, Royal Avengers 54 for 2. They need another 140 from here at 10.77. 7 wickets in hand, I should say. Just realising I made that same mistake in the first innings. Talking about 5 and 6 wickets in hand, but both teams were 10. Well, it's been put down at deep point. That's a big drop out in the deep. Saifullah given a life on 38. Can't be doing that. Wasn't tough either. Got to it easily. As it is, it's in the books as a 1. Oh, has he taken that one? What a screamer. Massive catch there. Jai Semin just diving to his right. I'm not sure what's going on here, but obviously there's some sort of bet between the captain and not, because Shihan Wijatunga's run away from Narasimhan, and that'll be one to be clipped up and put on the Instagram. What a catch that was. Out for 2. George Prasanna coming out at number 5. Bit of trouble here for the Royal Avengers. Harsha Tintaka getting a breakthrough in his very first over. To be fair, he should have had a wicket on his first ball. That was put down. Got one with his second legal delivery. Now he's got the left-handed George Prasanna out in the middle. Harsha thought he had a Another wicket there. So charges this time. Couple of bounces down to Widjatunga at long on. Gets off the mark and off strike. Two balls left of the eighth. Now Saifullah, he got a life the first delivery. Keeps it along the ground this time. Can't beat extra cover. Goes to go big. Chance of a catch in the deep. One bounce. Doesn't carry. Had more coverage at long on. So a very eventful over for Harsha Chintaka. 4 runs and a wicket after 8. The Royal Avengers 58 for 3. They need another 136 at 11.33. That one just popping up. Minaj having to do his own fielding. Very good running, getting back for 2. It's a good little battle. And Saeed and Saifullah, he's into the 40s. 42 off 26. And a run on the arm here. Throw going to the keeper. Prasanna was going to be safely home. No problems. Cut away in the air for 6. Prasanna still swinging hard. Didn't get much of that. Just the toe of the bat takes the single. Routine strike. 10 runs coming from the 9th. Oh, no, still 1 ball left. Apologies. Got excited. Wide at the start of the over, of course. 11 off the over already. Tucker to continue. Bowling his second over. Pulls hard onto the leg side. Coverage out at deep mid wicket. Prasanna's showing that he's going to keep pushing the runs on as well, as the run rate required is starting to creep up for Royal Avengers. He's going at a stroke rate of 200, which is just about what they need from here. 11.53 required run rate. Some changes in the field for the left-hander. Deep mid-wicket on the other side in place. Point position. Swinging hard. That's skied up in the air. The catch is taken. That's the end of a cameo from George Prasanna. Taken down to deep third. Out for 8. And the fourth wicket falls for the Royal Avengers on 71. Buzz out to the middle. A couple of changes and apologies. The team list we were given had Jaya Simon as the keeper today, but it's actually Ravi Archan that took that screamer, and Jaya took that catch down at deep point. A new bowler in, Tarusha, bowling the first over after the halfway mark. I was getting all those names corrected. Give you a comparison between the two teams. The Avengers 81 for 4. HSBC were 106 for 3. Work to do in the deep. The captain will get to that one. Wickets have been falling, but Saifullah brings up his 50 with a 2. One-man show. 51 off 33, 6 fours, 2 sixes. That's in the air. Top of deep cover's head for a 6. Brings up his 50 and then goes, I'm going to go big. Third maximum for Saifullah, keeping Royal Avengers in this. 13 off the over with 2 balls remaining. Was not far away from picking out the fielder at that point cover region, but was big enough on the offside. That's a big 6 off the Astro pitch. He doesn't know where that one's gone. Jaya Simmons getting around from backward square to square leg. Falls just short of him. Plenty of space on the leg side with nobody inside the circle. So it'll take a 1 as well. Big over. 15 runs coming from it. 9 overs remain. Royal Avengers 91 for 4. Then end another 103 at 11.44. 5 wickets in hand. After Chintucket, can do. How many overs has he bowled now? 2 overs, 2 for 10. Bowled 2 overs, and each over has generated a wicket. Shahbaz Mirza out there already finding a boundary. They'd like to break this partnership early, HSBC. Well, the Royal Avengers looking to form a winning partnership. Past the outside edge. Once again. Been good glove work from Ravi Archan. I have to cut my voice out of that big screamer because I called the wrong person. I'm blaming Shian. A little bit of bottom hand, but finds a gap. Get 1, come back for 2. Shahbaz. After a couple of big fresh airies, got some bat onto that one. Takes 1 down to long on. Make yourself. Get the edge? Shabazz doesn't think so. Ravi Archan definitely thinks so. No walking this time. Mirza was convinced he didn't get anything on that one. It's over so far. Much tidier than the first. Toulouse's first over going for 15. This one, 4-dot balls and a appeal for caught behind. So he's found his range now. Waduga now with 5 dots. Haven't had a maiden today, have we, Myra? Don't believe so. Well, we have a chance right now. Oh, well, we got close. It's not going to be a boundary, but it's going to be at least 2 to Shabazz. That's still a very, very tidy over. Just the 2 runs coming from the 13th. 7 overs remain. 96 runs required. Royal Avengers with that too. Going past the halfway mark, but they've only got 7 overs to do it in, and they need to go at 13.71.
And it went down to
Change in wicket keeper. Just to annoy me, I'm assuming. No. As we said, we thought Jaya Simon was going to be the wicketkeeper for HSBC today, which is what was given to me on the team sheet. It was Ravi Archan. But they've switched. Ravi's taken the pads off, which means he's probably going to bowl. And Narasimhan is now the wicketkeeper. So if he takes a spectacular catch, I'll have to say it's Ravi Archan because I made that mistake earlier. Oh, that's almost in the air and almost carries, but to extra cover, they'll get through for 1. Seen a bit of that from Shabazz, but 100 runs up for the Royal Avengers. The run rate required keeps pushing out just the singles. No boundary since the 11th over. They're going to need some. Saifullah, he's swinging hard. Work to do. That's gone forward of square. Good diving effort right on the ropes from Shian. Palmed it forward. Get back for 2. Save 2. 3 overs left of Chintaka's spell. And he's got himself a third, and it's the massive wicket of Saifullah out for 62. Harsha Chintaka with his third, and the Avengers lose their fifth on 102. Another one straight through onto the stumps.
Really short.
Coming out to the crease at number 7 to join Shahbaz. It's getting pretty tough here for the Royal Avengers. They're playing their third game, 1 win, 1 loss so far. HSBC, as I've said, haven't won from their first 3 games, and if they don't get a win today, they're going to be in some relegation issues, but they're on target and on top, you'd say, at the moment in this game. Right, 2 balls left for Harsha Chintaka. 3 for 18. Pick of the bowlers today so far. 4 wickets left to get. Probably going to be the pick of the bowlers for HSBC at least. Everyone pretty expensive. End of the over. What a spell that was. 4 overs, 3 for 18. And that's why he took the pads off. Ravi Achant to have a bowl. I think it's Ravi. Too short. And Shahbaz says thank you. 4 runs, 1 bounce. Forward of square. 17 off 17 now for Mirza. That's his second 4. He's going to need to find the boundary a few more times, but that one there was a bit of a gift. Warm-up delivery. The padding keeps blowing over. It's quite gusty out in the middle. You can see perhaps on the players' trousers flapping around. Had a week of warm weather, and now the cold weather's about to come back, which is a shame because we've got a game in the morning. That's in the air. That's taken. That's the end of Shahbaz, and Ravi Achant strikes. Six wickets down now for the Royal Avengers on 106. Starting to get into the tail end now. As always, it was Johan Buttapola at point taking the catch. Bhargav out to the middle at number 8. That's two new batters now out in the middle. Oh, no. Yeah, it is. Oh, that's a way to get off the mark. It doesn't quite carry, neither to the fielder or the ropes, so he just gets one. Thought that was going to go all the way through cow corner. Didn't. All right. Mukhtar looking to get off the mark. Got that one to pop up and almost carry back. HSBC now really looking like they're going to get their first victory. Oh, the bat out through Ford Square. Overdone. Another successful one for HSBC. Royal Avengers 108 for 6. They need 86 at 17.2. Saeed back into the attack. It's his figures so far. 3 overs, 2 for 20. So he's got 2. Ravi Archan's got 1. Chintaka's got 3. Even though Chintaka's bowled out, they can continue. They're at leading wicket takers. Final over here for Minhaj Saeed. Mukhtar on strike. Three wickets in hand. 4.4 overs remaining. Over 3 runs a ball required now for the Royal Avengers. Scooped out, straight to deep point. Scooped on up, out towards scoreboard. Long boundary picked up on the ropes. I'll come back for 2. Got the edge and flies away for 4. End of the over. End of Minhaj Saeed's 4 overs spell. 9 coming from the 16th. 4 overs remain. 77 required at 19.25. Two for 29 for Saeed at the end. Archan to bowl over number 17. Mukhtar on strike. Still swinging hard. Just clears the circle. Nobody inside the circle, so no worries about being caught. Take the 1. Gonna need to see a lot of maximums now from these 2 out in the middle for the Royal Avengers. One's not going to be 1. High up on the bat. Backward of square. They'll get 1. Oh, this should be out. And came a long way down the pitch. Tried to hit big. Went underneath. And Jayasimhan just walked up, took the bails off stump and Archan's got his second. Royal Avengers lose their seventh. They've got 2 wickets in hand now. Mukta departs. Murali Gunnison heads to the middle. And a wide called as well. Only the captain for Royal Avengers yet to come out to the middle. 120 for 7. Bridge too far now for Royal Avengers. Again, we talk about it regularly. They're now in the net run rate mitigation. Trying not to lose too much. I don't want to lose by 70. Gunnison gets off the mark easily onto the leg side. You've seen Buggarth also trying to swing big here. Will he look to attack? He's staying in his crease, swinging hard. Of course, swing hard, get an edge. You can fly away like that to the short boundary at the pavilion end. No deep third in place, so happy to let that one go through. Hoping that perhaps one goes through to the keeper's gloves. Howard the bat is looking to go backward of square, ends up through mid-wicket instead for 1. On ball left of the 17th. Can the Avengers bat out the full 40? And it's going to be a dot to finish off. Another successful over for HSBC and Ravi Archan. 3 overs remain. 126 for 7, the Avengers. They need 68. 22.67. Captain's got to bring himself back into the attack. Shian Wichatunga opening the bowling. His figures 2 overs, none for 17 so far. Hit hard through square leg. Coverage in the deep keeps it to 1. Seventeen deliveries remaining. 2 wickets in hand. Can HSBC polish off the Royal Avengers before the 20th? Straight to the fielder, willing to take a chance on the arm, and Gunnison gets another single. Buggarth's been swinging hard. What does he do to Shian? Pops it up in the air, and a chance, a diving chance. It's been put down by Ravi Archan. He was horizontal when he was trying to get a catch on it. It's technically a chance, but he's now limping. I think he will need to bowl the next over at the way he's bowling, so he's got a smile on his face. To find out later on about what was going on. That's a nice stroke. That should be 4 runs. Just popped it up over the top of cover. Yeah, back when Archan took that screamer of a catch as a keeper, he's chasing down Xi'an, who ran away into the groundsman's shed, put a bucket on his head. So a bit of horseplay between those two. Now Ravi's put one down in the deep. He's going to get 4 runs for this one as well. Lots of net run rate loss mitigation going on off the bat of Bhargav. 25 off 13. 1 ball left, 12 off the over already. It's right, they'll be able to get it under a 50-run loss, only 56 more required. That's not going to happen. But if they can get it down, perhaps lose by 10 to 15, it'll help on the scoreboard. So will that. Another extra. It's been pretty tidy from both sides. I'll take the single so Bhargav can retain strike. 14 runs coming from the 18th. 2 overs remain. It's not going to be Achan to bowl the penultimate over. Well, the death over's been given to someone that hasn't bowled today. Ratanaga into the attack for the first time and is hit for 4 to start with. Bhargav up to 30. Got his strike rate up to 200 as well. Swinging hard and getting results. Swung hard on that one. Missed it all. 10 balls left. 10 legal balls left. They should always preface in the morning league. I was off to have a look at the number of extras at the KCC Morning Centre. That's gone very high. Xi'an trying to get there. One bounce right in front of him. Can't get there. Wasn't a chance. Both on the boundary. Couldn't make it. What are the extras up to? 5 wides, 1 no ball. 9 extras in total, but 7 runs is pretty tidy. It's 1 more than 6. Six bowler infringements, I should say, which is exactly the same as what Royal Avengers gave up in the first innings. Very unmorning league-like. What bowled both teams. Straight. They're going to push for 2 and we'll get there comfortably. 1 over remaining. Royal Avengers 151, bringing up the 150 with that 2. Ravi Archan to bowl the death over for HSBC. Two overs, 2 for 15. "43 runs required in the final over. As I said, not going to happen, but every run's a bonus. Oh, that's a bonus. That's a big one. Into the sticks for 6. Popped up in the air again. I'm going to push for 2, and we'll get that one as well. 34 left off 4 deliveries. Going to be a lot tighter than it could have been. It's been a brilliant little cameo knock from Bhargav, 41 off 20. Came off the bat nicely, but picks out long off. I'll just take one. Gunnison get to face some of the over at least. Got ball. Comes down and pushes that one through cow corner for a walk-through single. 1 ball left, 32 required. So comfortable victory in the end for HSBC. Before we finish the broadcast, we'll run through the batting and bowling card for the second innings. And that'll be the game. HSBC winners by 30 runs here at Kowloon Cricket Club. And the first game this week of the KCC Morning League. We've got another game tomorrow, but before that, we'll run through the batting and bowling cards. Got batting card coming up first. We'll have a look at the bowling card as well as the audio is breaking up again. Wrap this broadcast up. For less technical difficulties tomorrow. Well bowled by HSBC. They didn't bowl them out, but they managed to restrict them to 163. A 30-run victory here for HSBC. Their first one in Grade 1. We'll be back live tomorrow morning from 7 a.m. with all the live exciting action of the KCC Morning League. Until then, Aaron Bush signing off.